Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my anime journal. Now, it's been a little while since I've recorded one of these. Like the last episode didn't air that long ago, but I've totally run out of my backlog. I don't have any episodes pre-recorded or anything. I'm gonna record this and then upload it like right away. Um And that's not like I've just been lazy about recording. I literally just have not been watching much anime, or like I haven't been watching as much anime, like in terms of content in general, but I've still been watching Prepara and Precure, which are both very long. And I also started some seasonals. And so that means that I'm not gonna finish those for a really long time because they're like 3 months. That's how long they take to air. Um, I can show you like the seasonals I've been watching. It's like, what was it? I have 12 on my watching list. So 9 of those, or I guess 8 of those are seasonals. I have Extreme Hearts. Extreme Hearts is ridiculous. I'm not gonna go into detail on these, but I have Extreme Hearts, Kanojo Kurikishimasu, second season, Licorice Recoil, Musashi no Prima Doll, Shine Post, Teppen, and Toka Mimi Minu. And yeah, so anyway, also work has been busy. Did a whole bunch of overtime last week, so that was fun. Also got a message from a publisher saying they're interested in my manuscript. So I've been working on actually like finishing that up. And I also did a YouTube Shorts little experiment. I had a YouTube channel called Hogwater where I released a YouTube short 6 times a day for a whole month. And so that was stressful and kind of fun. It had gives me like a little bit of a dopamine rush just seeing like the views come in when I've spent like 4 seconds making a video and it gets like 2,500 views for no particular reason. And then it's just annoying when you also put like 4 minutes of work into a video and it gets exactly 0 views, and it's like, what am I doing wrong here? Anyway, so in terms of anime, this isn't actually. I just realized that Hololive Alternative is actually an anime I already watched, um, and so, but it's in here, and the reason why it's in here is because it actually aired another episode. Aired episode 2. Um, and this is probably the only time that I've ever been excited about an anime entry getting reopened. Yeah, because usually it's like an ONA or a special or an OVA gets reopened and it's like, oh god, I have to watch another episode just so I can put it back in my completed list. But for this, like it's whole live alternative. It's great. It's so well animated. Oh my god, it looks beautiful. I think it's like promoting a game or something. But it's like fully like 2D animated. Like you can tell that they put a lot of work into it. They don't just look like their normal selves. It's also not like, say something like oh, they have like Hololive has other animations of things like, what was it? They had the Umisi, which was sort of picture drama-y in terms of animation style. They have Hollow No Graffiti, which is 3D animated. The music videos, some of them are 3D animated, some of them are slideshows, and some of them are actually like properly animated. But this one is like properly animated, and it's not just like a music video. And it's also not just about like one character. It's about a lot of them, and so this one, it not only had like the regular Hololive girls, but it also had Hollow Myth and what was it? Iris is in there. We had, what was it? There was just like a whole bunch of girls. What was it? Niji, Hololive ID. The first generation. They were all in there. That was cool to see. Cause they're like say like Hololive EN and Hololive ID. I still think they haven't come out into Hollow No Graffiti yet. So it's neat to just see them all together in one nice animation. It's just really cool to see that happen. And um, some of the EN girls even like sang in the opening. What was it? I think Iris did some like singing for it, which is really neat. Um, and it's just so well done. The first episode is beautiful. The second episode also beautiful. Like it just looks so good. So I'm really happy about that. I think they did a great job. Um, ooh, this is a music video, I guess. Oh, that's great. Anyway, so yeah, that's one anime. Probably spoke a little too long about an anime I've literally already talked about. Anyway, Data Bullet is the next one. Data Bullet, Nightmare or Queen. Or wait, is no Dead or Bullet. Dead or Bullet is the first one. Nightmare or Queen is the second one. So these are very short movies. 24 minutes each, or actually 24 minutes and 29 minutes. So it's still like less than an hour for both of them. And so Data Bullet, it's about Kurumi, who is the, I guess she likes guns. Guess that's why it's dating a bullet. And so yeah, it's a Data Life spin-off. Yeah, Kurumi has a nice outfit. She's like a kind of like gothic style to her, and but it's anything else, and it's not actually it's like particularly interesting. Definitely not fist fights. It's just them shooting each other. It's like two girls shooting each other for 24 minutes, and there's no real plot to it either. It's not like you have like the story of why these girls are shooting each other. It's just kind of shooting is happening, which I guess is a bit of an analogy for like military in general, where it's like why are these people shooting each other? And it's like it's just happening. That's just what militaries are like. You just have people shooting each other for who knows? It's just like obligation. We're just supposed to shoot each other just because that's what militaries do. Um, but yeah, they don't really properly explain exactly what it is. It's just there's just it explains they're in the center of a killing game. Yeah, so it's just a game. They're just having fun shooting each other, I guess. And then the second episode or the second movie or whatever you call it. It kind of has like a bit of a plot twist and shooting continues and I don't know. Kurumi's cute though, so that's good. I guess if you're into just action, because it is like well animated. Like they definitely do a good job on the animation. It's not something I particularly enjoy. Um, After that, I watched Hoshi wo o Kodomo, or Children Who Chase Lost Voices, and this is one of Makoto Shinkai's movies. It's an older one. It's 2011. When was 5 centimeters per second? Or 5. Oh, 2007. Okay. So it's been like a 4-year gap between those. So this is more recent. But it's still like, that's still like 5 years before Kimi no Nawa aired. So yeah, it's definitely on the older side, I'd say. It's not one people particularly liked. A decent amount of people have seen it, but obviously nowhere near as many as like Kimi no Nawa or Tenki no Ko. And it's just not as interesting. Not like a particularly interesting story, and the animation, it's not like extremely pretty, like his like a lot of his other movies are. Like say something like 5 centimeters per second. I didn't really like the story. Like I didn't find it particularly interesting, but it looks really pretty. Um, well, like Garden of Words kind of has a creepy message to it. It feels like age gap, and it's like, oh, really? That's what's happening? But it looks really pretty, so it doesn't matter. Um, Whereas this one is like the art isn't really enough to elevate it from the fact that the writing isn't all that strong, and so I don't know. I can't particularly recommend it. If you're like me and you just wanted to like binge all of, well, not binge. I've watched. It's very the opposite of binge. If you kind of have like a sort of completionist attitude and just would like to see everything Shinkai has done, then it is a thing that exists. Um, I still have one more. The place promised in our early days that I have not seen, and that one's even earlier. That one's 2004. I think, what was it? The OVA one? Yeah, the OVA, the Hoshi no Koe. That's still earlier than that one, but yeah, this one not great. Don't have much to say about it. After that, I watched Oira Sukaban. And this is, or Delinquent in Drag. So this is about a boy who's like a delinquent. Who's kind of has like that kind of personality, and he goes to an all-girl school, or no, I think it wasn't even all-girl, but he's convinced that he has to go to school dressed as a girl, and everyone sees him as a girl, and but obviously he's a lot stronger than the girls and ends up getting into fights and stuff, and but it's fun. It's stupid. It's definitely stupid. I wouldn't recommend this to someone who like values really good writing, but it doesn't take itself seriously. Also, okay, here's so this is from 1992. It's 43-minute OVA. So let's take a guess. 5 volumes. I'm guessing 5 volumes. Okay. Let's see how close. Seven. Oh, two off. Okay. I wasn't too far off though. I that seems like a kind of fun game to play. So okay. Okay, and it's Go Nagai, which is interesting. But man, Go Nagai, really. He made this show. He made Devilman Crybaby, and is he's still alive? I guess he must be. Go Nagai? From 1945, so he's decently old if he's still alive. Yes, 76. Interesting. Yeah, that's definitely a thing. Yeah, and I'd totally recommend it to anyone who likes trashy 80s and 90s OVAs. It's a very good example of being a trashy 80s and 90s OVA. But after that, I watched Spy Family, or finished it. I think I probably started this before the other one, but Spy Family, I mean, this is still a podcast. I'm not gonna like script out a proper review of Spy Family, as much as some people might want me to. Although there's probably dozens of them out there that are far better than I could make, even if I did handcraft a proper review of it. But Spy Family, popular show. What did I think? It was pretty good. That's my review. It was pretty good. Um, yeah, it's not like not the best thing since sliced bread, like most people seem to think it is. Seems like the alternative to the best thing since sliced bread is, oh man, it was just mid, just mid. Totally normal average anime that you find like 10 this quality every season. Like why are we all so excited about it? But no, I thought it was on the upper end of things. I don't think it's like absolutely incredible, like everyone needs to go see this right away. you know Stop whatever you're doing, even if it's important, you got to see this. But yeah, it was pretty good. Obviously, ending it didn't exist because it's part one. It's not even season one. It's part one. Although sometimes parts are more ranked higher than seasons. It depends. It's interesting that Mal is going with parts though. That they're fully cracking down on the idea that it's a part one and part two. It's not just, oh, this is season one and season two. Like they sometimes split things up into that are split core. Like say, um, Snow White with the red hair, where they just called the second part season two, even though it's not really a different season. It's part of the same season. Let's be honest. Um, and this one that they at least, yeah, it's parts. It's just the second part. Um, but yeah, like it's fun. It's cute. It's also neat to have like a mostly adult cast. Like we have two adults and a kid. Like that's rare. That that's like really rare. Um, Even when you have like a kind of family-ish situation, it's usually not like a full family. Um, like you'll have like the dad missing or the mom missing or both both of them missing, like with Bimbo Shimae Monogatari, or like say like Full Metal Alchemist, where it's like the dad is kind of there, but he's also not most of the time. Um, and yeah, a lot of the times it's just like that, where it's like there are parents, but not usually. Like K-On, where they're both alive. The parents are both alive. It's just that they do so much traveling that they're literally never home. And I think there might have been like one scene in the anime that actually shows them, and the rest of the time is like, yeah, they don't exist. Or Tiger and Bunny, where the main character is a single dad and he only gets to see his daughter every once in a while. But yeah, this one is, they're not even blood related, but it's still more like a traditional family than pretty much any other show. Other than just expensive wedding or anything. It's more just like, let's go down to the council office and make sure that we are legally married, just because that is a thing you need to do. And because there's so many legal things that rely on being married. Um, and and they also needed to be legally married just for the fact that um, they're supposed to be a family. Um, for Twilight's whole mission of needing to be a family, just so he's not suspicious. It's like, oh, you need a daughter in this school so that we can like take notes on this kid and his parents, and it's like, okay, great. I guess I'll acquire daughter and acquire wife, and but they're all interesting characters, and Anya has her whole like um, what was it? She can read people's minds, and so she knows the real identities of Twilight and Yor, whereas Twilight and Yor don't actually know the what each other do. Like, they both try to keep their work a secret to each other, but they can't keep it a secret from Anya because she can read minds. But then she doesn't want to let them know. Like, Twilight already was told by the orphanage, yeah, she can read minds. Like, I don't really like it. It's kind of annoying. And it's like, oh, well, yeah, that's all fine. Um, I don't think it really like clued into the fact that it's like, oh, yeah, anytime I say something, like it doesn't really matter. Like, I can say anything to this girl, and she's never gonna be tricked by anything I say. Like, I can always, she's always gonna know. Like, he doesn't really take that to heart. Because like, yeah. But also Anya doesn't really want to tell Twilight or Yor about what the other one is really doing, because that would kind of make things a little more difficult for the family. Um, and it seems like Anya just kind of wants to have an actual family life. Um, that's kind of her mission, because it is she is kind of a difficult child to raise, and so most families wouldn't have an easy time with her. And she's been rejected by a lot of families. So just the very fact that they're not just, being like, you know what, orphanage, you can have her back. I'm kind of sick of dealing with her. Like, pretty much every other one is like, every other family has been just rejected her. And it's like, oh, finally some people who can put up with my shenanigans. um, so like, things work out for her. Um, and she doesn't want to ruin that by just being like, yo, Yor's actually an assassin, and Twilight's actually a spy. She doesn't want to do that. That would just ruin the relationship, and then she'd get sent back to the orphanage again, and everything would be not so fun for her. So it's like, let's just leave things be. And yeah, it's fun. It is kind of, yeah, like slice of lifey. There is some action stuff in it. I know someone said like, oh well, one of the scenes had like my favorite action choreography or something like that. I don't really care for that. If you've listened to any of the rest of this podcast, you know that I can't care at all about action. But and obviously, like, in terms of spies, like, it's not like they're realistic. It's not like he's a realistic spy. He's like a kind of cartoon spy, or like a movie spy. The kinds that just beats up his enemies instead of doing things more discreetly. Because obviously, it wouldn't be fun to see a real spy. Like, why would you want to see a real spy? They're boring. That's why we make They're movies about fake spies. Um, well, ninjas are kind of the same thing. Like ninjas, they're basically Japanese spies. And what do ninjas do? They they just they try to be discreet. They try to blend in, not not blend into their surroundings by dress up in black clothing, but blend in by dressing up like a peasant and going around and pretending that they're meant to be there. Or if it's like somewhere where you're supposed to be someone else, you just dress up in the way that would be expected and, pretend you're meant to be there and gather information and then leave when you need to. And if, something comes up where you or someone else is in danger, you just skedaddle. You get the hell out of there. And you definitely do not want to bring attention to yourself by beating people up or by dressing up as a ninja. Because that would ninjas dressing up as ninjas that's kind of like the opposite of what you want to do if you're actually trying to be engage in espionage. But yeah, it's more like kind of movie spy idea, and but it's also set like somewhere in Europe, like not in a real place in Europe, but in like a fictional place that you can tell is still inspired by Europe. And in fact, I think like the actual name of the country kind of just sounds like vaguely European, but not like descriptively, yeah, of any specific country. Sort of like how Gosick is, or Gosick is like it's kind of European, but not any specific place. Akagi no An is also weird because it's set specifically on PEI in Canada, but then the actual town that they live in doesn't exist in real life, other than just as a tourist town for people who like Anne of Green Gables. But there is a tourist town set up there now, just as a tourist destination, but like it didn't exist before. Um, yeah, it's a neat series. But yeah, overall, like I gave it an 8 out of 10, which I think is fair. Like I think it's a good show. It's very solid. And it's nice to see adults. Yor is really pretty. Um, and yeah, they have an interesting dynamic. It's like slightly romantic, but mostly not, just because they are in like a kind of weird dynamic. Um, yeah, it's fun, I'd say. Um, and I would recommend it. Um, and after that, I watched Kimi no Koi wa Todo Ketai, or Kimi Koi. Um, Kimi no Koi is a or your voice. Literally your voice or Kimi no Koi. It does sound exactly like it is just a crossover between Kimi no Nawa and Koi no Katachi, but it is not. Um, and it is also it's from 2017 though, which is the year after those two aired. So that I yeah, like I'm not gonna say it's a ripoff, but it is too much to be a coincidence. And it is also like kind of like sad and like melodramatic in like a similar way to those other ones. Um, it's about ham radio, which is interesting. Um, and like the main girl just does like ham radio stuff. She has a radio station and she speaks over the radio, but I think it's like a 200-meter radius or something so that people can actually hear it. And it's like literally it's only like her town that can tune into the radio station, so it's not like she really gets many viewers or listeners. But then she also finds someone else out who's also doing it, and gets, you know, has like a kind of friendly relationship with her, and things happen. It's it's interesting. The art style is like a little simplistic. Um, it's somewhat cute, but it's not like particularly interesting. It is somewhat similar to Sorayori in the way that they have like very shiny hair. Um, but it's it's not bad. Um, oh yeah, like the actual background art isn't bad. It's like decently detailed, but and it's also ham radio just isn't a thing that we really see anime about. So if you're into ham radio, then this could be a cool anime. Like in terms of like that's a kind of rare hobby. Um, but yeah, it's not the most amazing anime. Um, and I wouldn't particularly recommend it to like Kimi no Nawa and Koi no Katachi fans, but it's a neat anime, I guess, but it's not amazing. After that, I watched Reflect. So this is a Galgura music video, and it's cool. It's nice. The actual song is like really nice to listen to. It's an original song, but it is mostly Japanese. Um, and it's kind of showing like her two sides, like the one with the little bit of red on her hair and the regular blue version of her. Um, yeah, like the art is the animation, like the art style in it is very nice. Like all of the stills are very pretty. But it's not like the most animated thing. But it's cute. It's definitely cute. I'd recommend it. And after that, I watched. I want to say Nullpeta. It looks like Nullpeta to me. It's Nullpeta, Nullpeta, but it's actually pronounced Nulupeta. Um, it's definitely not about nullifying PETA, the organization. Although I do think that they should be nullified. Even, actually, probably especially as a vegetarian, that like PETA is pretty terrible. They I think they kill the most animals out of any kind of organization like that. Or like in terms of animal shelters, like if you look at all the animal shelters in the world and rank them by the number of animals that they euthanize every year, I'm pretty sure they're the highest. Which is scary. Like that's really weird. That they kind of promote this sort of like animal activism, and meanwhile they're killing all these animals. And the reason why they kill so many animals is just they take too many in. That there's like a lot of animals that sheltering animals is expensive, and they just but they don't care. They just kind of keep taking more in, and then when no one adopts them and they don't have any other way to get rid of these animals, they just kill them, which is a solution, but it's not a good one. Yeah, so I've been uploading a whole bunch of these, and I know like some of them have some flaws. Like sometimes the audio, it actually didn't record, and I didn't notice it until now. But this is something that I didn't just want to let slide and say like, oh, it's just a document. Like these are already recorded, because I was actually disputing this information, and I claimed that PETA's animal shelter is just a bad shelter. But if you look at PETA's animal shelter, there's only one of them. It's in, where was it? They only have, I think it's only one. Animal shelters are the same, but yeah, frightened animals reassured sick and injured animals receive treatment or a peaceful end to their suffering. That they it, they actually
they accept animals that are being given to be killed. That here it is, yeah, in Virginia. But like the owners themselves were like, we like this animal is suffering and we need some, we can't afford to take it to a regular vet to be euthanized. Can you please do that for us? And so like that is what they're doing. They actually, the animal shelter itself, they refer to it as being a shelter for population control. So like killing animals isn't the only thing they do. They also like neuter and spay pets, which is also like something that they give for free, like that not everyone can afford to go to a vet to get that done, but they will neuter pets, and that is also for population control. It's like I want my pet, but I don't want the pet to go around and screwing other animals and having a bunch of babies. Like I just want the one pet, and so like that is what the shelter is for. It's not a normal animal shelter. They don't have an adoption program, and that's like there is a non-zero amount of animals that were adopted directly from PETA, but it's usually like the workers or friends of the workers or like acquaintances of the workers. Like they have a direct connection to PETA, and that's how they were able to adopt them directly. Because usually if they are given an animal that it's like this animal is too good to kill, like we actually think we would be able to find a home for this animal, then they will actually transfer that to a different shelter. And because of those transfers, that's also why that like the kill rate is often like 60% or something like that. And it's just like, well, if no one's adopting from them, where are these other animals going? And it is to other shelters to get adopted from there, because the PETA shelter doesn't have an adoption program. So yeah, that's I just thought it was important to note that that's actually what's going on.
But anyway, the this is not about PETA. It's it's actually about these two cute girls, although one of them is dead, and so they're sisters though. And so Nulu, is Nulu's a survivor. She's the younger sister, and she's like an inventor, and yeah, she has like this cute short blonde hair. They're both very cute. But Nulu is obviously sad about her sister's death, and so she wants to replace Peta. And Peta, her replacement for Peta is this big like android, uh, like teddy bear thing. It sounds very robotic, but acts Onesan like she makes food for her. Food that is disgusting, but is actually very similar to Peta's cooking style. I guess in a similar way to Hachima, where Hachima, like Akayahato, is terrible at cooking, and then Hachima is also terrible at cooking. But I guess Akayahato is probably more apologetic about it, whereas Hachima is more just like, I made some slop, or I made ramen with the tarantula in it. And she just kind of sees it more like a meme. But in a similar way, I would imagine that PETA would be more apologetic about, yeah, sorry, my food isn't up to standard, whereas her robotic replacement is like, yeah, I made something that's just nuclear waste. I'm gonna force you to eat it. So, yeah. Um, not not the most ideal relationship to be in, but um, yeah, it's all right. And yeah, it's like Nulu's cute. The big like robotic fluffy replacement for PETA. I guess it is just PETA now. Like the real PETA's gone, and her replacement looks nothing like her. Um, but yeah, it's cute. Um, and it's short as well. It's like 12 episodes, 4 minutes each, or 5 minutes each. Sorry. Although some of them are a little longer, like 6 or 7 minutes. Oh yeah, it's cute. Oh yeah, and it is an O&A, so that's why they can afford to like, make them different lengths. Um, and then just last night I watched this one, Paprika. Probably should have seen it earlier. I got to see it in theaters, which was kind of cool. It had yellow subs as well. Um, of course, if I look it up online, it's gonna come up with a spice. Um, but although maybe there's spoilers if I actually look it up. But yeah, Paprika is interesting. Um, yeah, Satoshi Kon, and yeah, like the idea of it's avant-garde or dementia. So it's about dreams. It's about dreams, and it's about like kind of like going into dreams and analyzing dreams, and you have like this DC mini that you wear while you sleep so that you can just kind of watch through your dream after you've dreamt and analyze it, or watch through other people's dreams and analyze them. And I guess they they could have had like some kind of like what was that, like those kind of like psychotherapist kind of people, like let's just tear apart your dream and see like, oh, this this time right here, this means this. Oh, your teeth fell out, this means that you're gonna die of a heart attack in 2 weeks or something. But yeah, it's interesting. The the imagery during the dreams is weird. There's a bit of repetition just because of the fact that like say there's one dream by one of the characters that's like really sticks out to him. I guess it seems like it's a recurring dream, but it's like these kind of unrelated events that, and he refers to as just like his dream, as if like he doesn't really dream about other things, which is weird. Usually we have different dreams every night, but yeah, he kind of like overanalyzes this like one dream, kind of really overhyping the importance of the singular dream. Um, but yeah, it's interesting. Um, the main character, or the titular character Paprika is, it's also interesting in like who she is and her relationship to the other characters and stuff like that. It's weird though. And I don't really know just how much I want to talk about if I'm gonna do it spoiler free, but I also know that I'm definitely not an expert on this movie, and there's even if I did go in depth, it's not like my opinions are all that valuable. Um, yeah, it was neat. Um, and it's also just weird, like, and it's it feels like more dementia than something like Evangelion or Penguin Drum. Um, while also not being like an experimental short. Like it is a full hour and a half. Like there is a story that it's trying to tell, even though it is very strange. Um, yeah, it's interesting. I would say I'd recommend it, but I probably not to everyone. Like I feel like there's a lot of people who wouldn't enjoy it. Yeah. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Um, I guess even a couple more weeks before I make another one of these, just because I haven't been watching much anime, and so it's probably gonna be a while before I watch enough more anime to talk about like 10 of them. Um, yeah. Um, Hope to see you again next time, and goodbye.